And you know that you're arguing, because that's what your counsel tells me, that you have been able to meet Canada's residency obligations because of working for a Canadian company. You were traveling overseas, and that at the time that you were traveling overseas would be able to be counted part of your residence. If you're trying to establish business-wise, do you not think it would be important to provide me with business statements and the money that the company generates? Because you sell it, you say it's not a shell company, you say it's legitimate. So I would need to see proof that the business that you are working for, the president is an American, he has no status in Canada, and the reason why you incorporate it because so you don't lose contact, your Canadian contacts, right? So I would need to see proof of how this business makes money and how you are paid. But you're saying you paid in cash. But payment in cash doesn't help me to establish that this business is legitimate. That's all I'm saying.
I swear I'm under oath. This is the truth. The truth, when we go and I meet him normally outside, for example, if we are in Morocco, Sharif, how much did you spend? I spent so and so. Then he get the money and give it to me.
Okay, sorry, Mr. Russell. You continue.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So we don't have those documents before us, but we have your statement saying that if those aren't before us. Those aren't already in the evidence, so we can't look at them.
This is the evidence.
Okay, so
120,000 I declared here in 2016.
Yeah, that's not in the evidence.
It isn't.
Let's see.
It may be in your evidence, but it's not in the
All right, so what are you referring to? Mr. Tench, you know what your client's referring to?
Do not.
Is it in the, it's not in Exhibit 2, sorry, A2, 3, or 4, is it? Or these are consultancy contract agreements?
I seem to have this on page 70. Let's see here. Yeah, well, from what I see here, page 22 of my disclosure, 23, 24.
Okay.
That's all I have, and that's what he seems to be showing.
22 to 24 of A1?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, just see here. And that's... this, I can see.
Is it an A1?
I don't see this page.
All right, that's what you can go back to. If you could just, so 22 to 24.
This page is missing in here. I don't have it.
All right.
Where it
so-
shows 120,000 for sales from Mead.
Okay, but this is a draft document.
Draft.
It says draft for discussion purposes only.
But
anyways, I'm just telling you what I see, that's
Okay.
all. I'm not saying that what you provide is not here, it's just what it says. Anyways, Mr. Ross.
Thank you. Now, in the course of your work with Mead, are you ever contracted as a consultant by any other organizations?
No.
No. You don't work for any other companies?
In Canada, no.
No, anywhere.
Anywhere, no.
Okay. Now, you stated when you were questioned by your counsel that you are objecting to the officer's conclusion seen on page 10 of Mr. Disclosure R1. That you specifically are objecting to the conclusion the officer drew that you had misrepresented the times that you were outside of Canada. Okay. So I want to actually look at the application you submitted. There are two travel histories part of the record. Okay, the first one is on page 9, which appears to be the original application for permanent resident card submitted in Canada to the processing center in Sydney. Okay, it's in Canada.
Is it something which I can see here or no?
Yeah, I mean, it's in the record, so if your counsel wants
your counsel can show you.
the copy, that's fine. Okay, now, on that application, because you stated that you were traveling as a result of your work with Mead Canada. Okay, on that application, there's a specific question. This is on 13 of the record.
Okay.
There's a specific question that asks, were you employed by a Canadian business during your travel? You stated no to that question. You didn't fill it in.